There's a 2255 V8 Cat 3150 in this one. Two-wheel drive. Planetary on this. In the back. The Planetary was like a series of sun gears that would take the stress off of the axle. That's why they did it. Less stress on the axle. Here's a 2050, kind of similar in, you could get them in extra heavy duty and they would have the Planetary like that, or the four-wheel drive models had just a regular axle because the front wheels pulling took a lot of the stress out of the back. This is the non-turbo. We're at a 2150 had a turbo. Here's an 1850 four-wheel drive with duals. Same guy owns both of these. Here's an 880 diesel.
And don't forget, we also have the brat fries, both vendor buildings.
88.
Outside.
They got some chrome highlights on it.
Going strong. Our gas engines are chugging away. Great day to be here on the farm. Thanks for coming.
88 gas. 2150. It's the turbo model of the 2050. All right, time to go voiceover. In this video, you're gonna have, and they were playing music which would be copyrighted in the background with speakers, so I'm gonna have to go voiceover in spots, and some spots will be original footage and some spots will be like interview owner or something. I will cut the background music in editing. Here's an 1855. Looks like original. Okay, I got the owner of a lot of these. Which one's your favorite?
My favorite's at home.
Oh, which one's that?
G1355.
So
it's in here.
got any info on this one?
Just 2150. It's built in 68. There was only maybe 600 built between 68 and 69. There was a couple of four-wheel drives that were made. I got a two-wheel drive there, so but we put the fuel tank fenders on it. Had regular fenders on it. We had got it.
Did you paint it?
No, that's my brother painted that. I didn't.
Nice.
My paint cans. He used paint cans and painted it.
It looks good though.
Yeah, for just paint cans. Yeah. So, that's a Hercules motors in there too. There is not a
478, right?
Yeah. About 150 horse somewhere around there.
Now, what can you tell me about these perforated panels?
Some people call it checkerboard, and some just they came that way, but it lets more heat out of the engine area than the air can get out, so it ain't sitting there.
Because I think there was, if I recall, there was an update that they needed to get more heat out, right?
Yep.
So they did that.
Yep. I mean, you'll see some with the solid panels, but this one here came with the checker. They call it a checkerboard side or whatever they call it.
But did they have that on the 2050s too?
Yeah, they did. Not as much, I don't think, but and then this one here has got the extra deflector on there too yet. On this side for the turbo valve on this side to get the heat out more often. So
you own that one too?
Yep, I own the 1855 there.
So that one's
a regular 310 walking shower.
looks like it's nice original.
Yeah, it is. I bought it out of New York about 8-9 years ago. It had a loader on it. I got rid of the loader. And I plowed with it. It pulls a nice 5-bottom plow, pretty nice. So
you got spacers on the front wheels?
No, we flip them around.
Oh yeah?
We flip them side to side. If you flip them around, then the tire will cover. It'll cover part of this.
Okay.
So we just did it to get them to the outside. We got more room to turning ability.
Yeah, and if you want to plow, it gets them in line, right?
Yeah, it's all straight in line. Otherwise, they'd be offset, kind of like where the headlight would be the center
Yeah.
of it. And then you'd have to watch your turning because you may end up hitting something off the tractor with that on there. And that's got a Detroit on it. 453 Detroit, 125 horse. Well, I put a muffler on it because it's too noisy to run with all of them.
Yeah.
So, and that pulls a nice 4-bottom plow too, very 416s. So, but
It's a nice 4-wheel drive too.
yep. And the cab they had that time, those little windows they roll out. You can roll them, open them up and get them out of there. It's just a little more room in the cab when you're in there. So, and the guy I bought it from years and years ago put the extensions on the air cleaner because he was chopping corn with it all the time. Instead of sucking the stuff in, he got the air cleaners up higher up over the corn when you were chopping.
Okay, yeah. I can see how it would collect on those.
Yep. We just made some pipes up and just put them right up there and got them up higher. So
And then you got an 1850.
that one's not mine though.
Oh, come on. You're not going to take that home with you?
I'd love to take that one and the next one too.
Yeah.
I'd like to have the end one, the
Yeah, 2255, yeah.
Okay, here we have a beautiful 66 Industrial. Looking to see if it's got the pumpkin, the Thomas Hydraulic drive. Beautiful paint job. It's a 2-color emblem, which would be 2-color was mid 50 or late 50 to on up to the 660s. 3-color was 47 to early 50. Here's a 60 standard Oliver pull type Haymore. Real similar to the one I have. The Oliver 70, named after 70 octane. Here's a Super 55 gas. That became the 550, so they're right next to each other. This is a newer one. It's got the fiberglass grille, shield, and PTO lever up here. Got sycamores in these. One on the 550 and one on here. That one uses a swinging drawbar. This one's 3-point. And the 70 even has one. Here's 2 corn choppers. An older one and the 830. It looks like this header is for that hay header, I'm thinking. What does it say? Oliver Superior pickup unit. P100. Here's a older chopper, 1 roll. Not sure of the model number in this one. And here's an 830. Chris Losey recently did a video on his 830, so check that video out. And that Oliver guy. Here's a 125 more with a deck. Usually they don't have a deck. I believe these are built by Jacobson. The 145. And the 75, I believe, was the smallest one. 75, 105, 125, and 145, I believe. Here's a custom adult pedal tractor. Some seats, pretty neat milk cans. It's a Rumely one. This is Super 88 gas model. Pulling a Plowmaster 100 two bottom. Here's a 70, looks like original clothes, and a 60 right next to it. You can see the styling of those two is the same. Some horse-drawn plows. What's on the trailer here? Horse-drawn mower. There's some little ones, some models. There's 75 more, 1755 scale model. Pedal tractors, toys. Let's go see some boat motors. So these are owned by Dave Dittman, who was the president of Badgerland Oliver Collectors. The Challenger. I believe she said he's got every model. There's a Commander. '56. 5.5 horse. This one's a 15 horse. 15 and then 5.5. 6 horse. Here's a black one. Another 6 horse one. That one looks like color of the sewing machines back in the day. A 16 horse is this brown one. Here's a Wizard Outboard by Oliver, sold by Western Auto Supply Company. 5.5 horse. Hard to find, first one I have seen. Same motor as the Oliver 1960 J6. Here's a 35 horse. Made from 1957 to 1960. Pretty cool collection. Alright, Oliver 70. You see it's got the twin exhaust. Oliver 1550, nice original narrow front. Maybe it was painted, but still nice original, or nice 1550 wide front. The 990. Replace the Super 99. Be a 371 GM in there. A little 440. You can see it's got the cutouts here. Cutout here up on the tank bracket. Tells you it's a 440. Here's a Super 66. A lot of Mackinac bridge crossings. Nice little Oliver 60. Beautiful paint job. Nice seat cover. Really well done. New rubber. Here's a 77. The 3-color, more than 50. It should have band brakes. It does. The seat is newer. Here's a 1650 diesel. And it's got metal flake paint. Really shines. Antique saws. If you like chainsaws, this is the place to be. McCulloch. We got low saws, huh? All kinds of saws. The Clinton. Steel Contra Lightning. That's an old one. 1959. Home lights. Boland's. McCulloch Super 44A. Remington. Remington arms must be the same as Gunmaker, right?
I would think so. So they made chainsaws. 1958.
I know they made electric plug-in ones too. My grandpa always had some.
Oh yeah?
Big saw in the corner there.
Yeah.
Mercury.
Come in.
Some more saws. Here's a little case. Look at that. Yeah, VAC. It's a small little one. Oh, you got here in our sawmill. Here's an Oliver number 5, like ours, Mackenzie potato planter, made by Mackenzie. They bought that during the merger. They had potato equipment, and that's how Oliver got potato equipment. Here's an Oliver hay loader. Here's a case, like a windrower. Looks like the conveyor would be like right here. You can see the rollers. It's a case. Is that what a sorghum's making?
Yep, yep.
What is it?
It's similar to molasses, so it's really high in sugar content. They use it in a lot of cookies and cakes, whatever. I mean, you can put it in anything, really.
Okay, this one is pretty cool. It's an 840 self-propelled chopper. You don't see these very often. 840, Chicago, Illinois. But you can get it with a Chrysler 440 gas, a GMC 478 gas, or a Hercules 478 diesel, which is the same as a 2150. This is obviously not the diesel. I believe this is a Chrysler. This is a good old 840. This should be running later today. I don't know if it'll be in this part 1 or part 2, but we'll find out. 2 rows. You don't see these very often at all. And that's like a oil cooler or something. Nice original. It's probably set up a lot like the combines. This is the V8. I believe it's the Chrysler 440. Here's a, it's like a ditch witch for digging trenches. Not sure what kind it is. Vermeer. Looks like you stand out and drive it. This is a concrete mixer. Yeah, right there it says. It's got its own engine. Magneto on it. Here's a John Deere 40, looks like. Self-propelled combine. A 45 right next to it. 40 and 45. Here where they start adding cabs. Case 600. Power steering. Massey Harris. Nice little self-propelled 35. Massey Ferguson 35. Massey Harris 35 and Massey Ferguson 35. Here's a pull type John Deere. A Dearborn. Wood Brothers. Dearborn Farm Equipment. Ford. Probably the same as Ford was associated with Dearborn. Might be the same thing. It looks similar. This is Alice All Crop, I think. At the end of production, I know they could do over 100 crops. You could raise up the sickle and do like sorghum tops, all kinds of stuff. Minneapolis Moline. This is a baler. Is this a flywheel? It's own engine. So look at that, it's got the walkers, like the hay loaders. Auger on the top. There's an arm for the plunger. Here it just gets funneled into here. It's got the thing like the old style where it goes up and down, pushes it. Wire tie. Looks like it knots. Automatic knotter. Pushes the wire in. The Bale-O-Matic. Next we have a 1255 hydrostatic drive. It's like a Haymore. It's a case. Case 150. Missing the header, but cool. There's a thing. John Deere AR pulling a two-bottom John Deere plow. There's a drive wheel. That's why it's got lugs.
This is powering that sawmill. The last one we seen. From all 450. There's a little potato planter. New aspen wall. It's just missing the bags. Very similar to the Mackenzie. Here's a self-propelled, I don't even know what this is. It is a corn picker. Looks like it takes the husks off too.
Nice running. Here's a 77. Toys.
I think I just most of it.
Okay, I got the owner of this Ford 2N here.
Yep.
What can you tell me about it?
1946 2N. I purchased it in 2013. It was red and white. In 2014, I started ripping it apart, and I actually took it to a guy in 2020 and had the engine completely redone on it. He painted it all, and in 21 it was done. So this is originally a wartime tractor, so that is why it is battleship gray. Distinctive things about it is the front rims and the rear rims. That's how you tell that it is a 9N or a 2N. After that then came the 8N and your standard red and white. So bought the tractor because my family wouldn't give me the 8N that I wanted, so grabbed this one and restored this one. So it is updated from 6 volt to 12 volt, so you could run the LED headlights and tail lights and work light. And it also does have the step up and Sherman step up and step down transmission in it. So it has, instead of 3 forward and 1 reverse, it has 9 forward and 3 reverse. So good for stepping up the PTO, for belt work.
And how fast on the road will it go?
About 25 to 27 miles an hour. And you got to hold your feet on the steering box ends so that the front tires don't start slapping around.
It's almost like a Model T, huh?
Yes, correct. So yeah, it goes faster than the horsepower that it has.
So what makes this one a military model?
The battleship gray paint, and if you look at the hood emblem here, this one here is actually stamped 2N in it. That is the original hood emblem that came with it. So it is a wartime 2N tractor. So I made sure to keep that. But other than that, it's been completely restored, and yeah, I love it.
Nice.
So
Well, thanks for bringing it out.
absolutely.
Here's a Massey Harris picker.
Next 5 door prize ticket winners over here.
2-row picker.
Here's
Rumely
our
oil
number.
pull. That's a bigger model. I don't know the model numbers.
The first number is 021451.
Well, that one's got 1922 on it. That one's got 1928 on it.
51.
It's a smaller Rumely.
Second number is 021460. 021460.
Here's a
The third number
one in original clothes. And some of these look like they've been painted. This one, definitely not.
What is it?
So no, the name Advanced Rumely. That'd just be weird sitting here with the valve train going and right by your knees.
Yeah.
021449. The Rumely 6.
449. So check your numbers. If you're
Look at this belt.
we did not get
I looked at that
come on
before.
up to the top of the hill.
It looks like just some rivets.
Bet you can take that off easy then.
I imagine once you loosen it, it can come right off, but I bet you couldn't get it off when it was tight, you know, like this. You couldn't get
That's
enough
just
slack
turning
to
the
turn it.
Fan. Just the fan. Where's the water pump?
But there's nothing to tighten it, is
This
there?
goes to. Oh, there's the water pump. Looks like,
Yep.
yeah.
Unless you take out these 2 bolts and take the fan.
Remember these?
Put your starting engine on.
Yeah, you wash in here, and then you run it through the wringer here.
Yep.
And don't get your hands in there either.
No, that would hurt. There's a one.
Maytag. Looms in here. Oh, that's another type of washing machine.
Yep.
But older, huh?
Yep.
Here's your ringer.
That's a ringer there. Move that back and forth, and that's swoosh them around.
Here, you take off your coat and wet it, and I want to see.
Here's another washing machine. You must have to open this up. Put your clothes in there.
But this would be driven by a little motor,
Yeah.
right?
That's your agitator.
It's like copper,
Looks that way.
copper beater.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, cool stuff.
Yeah.
Gotta love the antiques. Okay, here's something I never seen in person. An Oliver swatter. So it's gonna cut it, and those two conveyors are gonna get it to the middle, and I don't know if it's missing rollers or what. Looks like it's too low for the windrow. Looks like you steer with the handles, kind of like a crawler. Driving it is chain going up. I'll show you on the other side here. This is a 502. Probably not original engine. Looks like this is a clutch. Yeah, it's got a linkage going to it. Chain to jack shaft. There'd be a chain going down. Must not run. But still glad they brought it out, because you don't see this stuff every day. Should have dual wheels in the front. Really cool. Show you the wheels. It's got dual on this side. Swivel back wheel. Here's a fuel tank. And then, okay, you can see the rollers here. It looks like it would throw it into that shield to put it in a roll. By Kilberry Industries, Winnipeg, Manitoba. Made in Canada for Oliver Corp. Chicago, Illinois. 502. Here's a Oliver 18. Model 18 combine pull type. You can see much smaller. Little bin on these. Looks like it's got a ram to lift it. Nice shape, nice original. And next to it we have a 525. This went into the more modern self-propelled. Later on they got cabs. Maybe you could get cabs for these, I don't know. But most of them I've seen didn't have one. Oliver picker, one row picker. You can see the corn goes up there, takes the cobs off. Cobs get elevated up. I think you need the optional part to get the husks off. Here's a little Plowmaster 100. It's got the rooster comb. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end the video here. It's getting pretty long already. Check out part 2. I'll put a little preview here of it. I don't think there'll be as many voiceovers because I'm further from the speakers. And then a lot of it's going to be field demos. You'll see the 840 chopper run start. I got some good footage of it. And check that video out. And thanks for watching.